we've got some sad news, and Todd's not ready to talk about it just yet, but he asked me if I would be comfortable updating you all and kind of letting you know what's going on.
Hello and welcome back. Okay, so today we are really excited for the project that we're gonna tackle. Tomorrow we have a bunch of people coming over to play some board games and card games. And one thing we noticed over the holidays when we were hosting Tyler's family and my family came for dinner is this front entrance area is just really...
There's nowhere to put your shoes, there's nowhere to hang your jacket. It's not functional, and it also feels really dark because it still has this color green, so we're gonna fix that today.
Yeah, we only have one little window in the door, so we've already got all the light fixtures down, all the face plates off the switches, and
it should be relatively quick. Like, we've got a lot of the prep work done. I know we say it's gonna be quick every time, and it's like 2 full days, but this is gonna be a big transformation, and it needs to get done. Everyone's coming in like 24 hours from now, so we're gonna get after it.
Luckily, it's not that big of a space. What's kind of nice about this place, as we're working our way through and like, how are we gonna make it our own? We're kind of looking at it in chunks, like between where there's columns. So we're just gonna go from the kitchen around to that column, and that's all we're gonna do.
So like, basically right here, it's just, we wanna do it room by room because we're living in this space after all, and we want it to feel comfortable. Also, look at this.
Brainstorm 2008.
This is a neuroscience competition that I attended and came 3rd place in 2008.
And now he's painting walls.
How far I've come.
Yeah. All right, well, we are gonna get to this because I'm really excited for it. I love painting. I find it very relaxing, and I think we're just gonna have a nice, fun day. You ready?
You ready?
Oh, I thought that was the video tonight.
Hallelujah, hey, Jubilee. I got a feeling and it's moving to my feet. Take a picture when you look at me now.
You can bring the tray over.
Oh, true. That might be easier.
My God, you know what? I love you because you're a pure soul.
I'm a bit worried that I'm gonna be too good at this, and then you're gonna be like, I need you to help it go so much faster.
If you think you're not helping with the living room,
Oh, what? It's time for the big boy. Wow, this is gonna totally transform this space.
yeah.
Imagine if we got lucky and only had to do 2 coats. Oh, we have to keep the door open?
Just for a little bit.
Or can we leave that green?
No,
You won't see it.
I'll know it's there. Okay, that door's yours.
You're done?
Yeah.
You're done.
You're done. Tyler, wow, you're happy to see me. Careful, those are my shoulder blades. I want to walk tomorrow, man.
Throw my back out.
Yeah, it's looking way good.
Really nice, hey?
Way good. It's looking way good.
Can't take us anywhere.
It already feels 10 feet wider.
It actually feels so much bigger.
Yeah. Shoo-bop, shooby-da-ba-doo-bop, shooby-da-ba-doo-bop, shooby-da-ba-doo. Yeah.
Wow, take a look at that.
Tell you what, that looks sharp.
Sure does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's her catnip toy. Huh? That's the one Aunt Vic got you for Christmas, right? Apparently, Aunt Vic's pushing drugs on our daughter. What do you think of the new color, Squirrel? Oh, it's beautiful. Seems so much bigger in here. Good job, boys. You make me proud. Now make me a tuna melt. Watch your toes. So I've been working on painting the closet, and it's a very tight space, so it's just me in here, but it's coming along.
I'm moral support.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm passing brushes.
Yeah, and you're making a little snack for us, a little coffee boost, which is needed. What we'll do is we'll clean up all the primer stuff, and then we'll eat, and then when we get to painting, we'll do the 2 coats right back to back.
I don't know, we might be able to do it with 1 coat. Wow.
We are making good decisions.
Uh-huh. All right, let's clean up the primer.
I need a towel.
You happy with it?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah. Oh, what do you do? What's going on here?
She's just so sleepy. You just needed a couple kisses. I said no film.
No. She's so much more elusive here.
Yeah.
Hey, you want attention?
Hi. I'll take some kisses.
I really, really love how it turned out. So we've got the first coat done, so everything is primed. Took a little bit longer than we thought, but
We're gonna pick up speed on the next 2 coats and make up time. No, it's looking really good. It already feels so much bigger, and just seeing way more light in here.
yeah,
I'm
it's
happy.
a lot brighter. I noticed how much brighter it was when I came down here, like from when you're in the office. Look at that.
Look how much bigger it looks.
Love. Okay. We are procrastinating now. It's kind of more of a breakfast, but I'm just really craving avocado toast right now. I've kind of made a little bit of an alteration to it though. I add cucumber, sliced onion. I put seeds and nuts on top with then a bunch of spices and balsamic glaze. If you've never tried it, you definitely should. It looks a little weird and kind of intimidating, but it is my favorite.
You're welcome. I got the waters.
What would I do with that?
You would be thirsty.
We each have our own rolls. And that's one little piece of tomato.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
You know what, actually, when we first met, this concoction is not even something that you would try a bite of.
Yeah. And painting a wall is something you would never do.
Cheers.
Growth. I'm really sad. I can't believe we're out of juice boxes.
Ooh.
I know. Gotta guzzle on buble today instead.
Let's leave Michael out of this.
I know. That last time he sent us that cease and desist.
God, it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how good it's gonna look with paint on it.
Probably even better. Do you think there's plants at the bottom of the lake, or is it just rocks?
No, there's plants down there.
Oh, I don't like that. So if you're swimming, do you think it would touch you?
No. Our lake front isn't very reedy.
It's rocky.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the trade-off. If we had sand, it would be more reedy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get a lawnmower for a lake? And just like mow that sucker down?
We could get turtles.
Oh my god. We are building a turtle sanctuary.
Glad we figured that out.
We'd read the packaging wrong and put like saltwater turtles in a freshwater lake.
I'm really happy with the decision to like do it room by room. It would be very daunting to do this all at once. Like, look how good the office looks.
I think it motivates the fact that you see a finished space versus the whole place being a mess.
Oh yeah.
Like if we had one room done over at the land, we'd be like, you know what, we can keep going and make others look done too.
Yeah.
But instead, it's just a dumpster fire. So we said, gotta go.
I'm excited though. I'm excited for spring.
Yeah.
There's a lot to like look forward to. But
Um,
we're gonna be able to come back and have this place be like a sanctuary space of like rest and
Feed the turtles.
Okay, while you finish up, I'm gonna go downstairs and get the paint, get it shooken up. We're gonna get going. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Sounds fucking awesome.
So just as we were finishing lunch, I realized I may have made a mistake. So a couple months ago, paint was on sale and I bought quite a few cans of it because it was just like such a good deal. Anyway, I forgot to take it back to the store to have it tinted. So when we opened it, it was just the pure white instead of the Chantilly lace. Tyler, being the dear soul he is, jumped in the car and he headed to the hardware store to get them to tint it. But that works out well because I'm cozied up next to the fire for my therapy session. And that's thanks to the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that connects you with a licensed therapist. It's really cool when you get started. You fill out sort of what it is you're looking to accomplish through therapy, and it matches you with someone that is specialized in that area you're looking for help with. But what's cool is there's no fee to change your therapist. So what I was dealing with a couple years ago is not quite the same as what I was dealing with recently. The best part is you also have 3 ways of connecting with your therapist. You can do video chats like I like to do. to. You can do phone calls, or you can even message them for times in between your sessions when you just need a little bit of help, or you feel like things are spiraling and you're losing the progress you're making. Over the past few years, BetterHelp has been huge in helping me grow and become the person that I always wanted to be, and I know that it can help you too. So make sure you use the link in our description box down below, because if you do that, you're going to save 10% off your first month. But for now, I'm gonna grab my laptop and get into my session. Okay.
We ready to do this?
No. Do you like it shaken or stirred? It's always exciting too, by the time you get to the third coat, it's wine time. Oh, I got paint in my leg hair.
Oh no.
Ah.
Took the long road getting here. Our hearts were working overtime. I think the fog covered up my eyes, 'cause now
It's a couple hours later and we have all of the painting done. It looks so beautiful and bright. Obsessed.
Well, already this time of day, it would normally be so much darker in here.
Yeah.
And we don't need any lights.
I love it. But what we're gonna do really quick is put these lights up on the wall. We ordered these on Wayfair and I just think that they're so beautiful. So it's a concrete shade with wood backing. That's what we want the whole place to be. Just like really natural materials.
Yeah, we're kind of thinking the countertops being concrete,
Yeah.
just like soft, calm, basic materials.
Yeah, I just think that they're so beautiful. So let's throw them up on the wall.
Okay.
I was rock, you were steel. Fire burns when we collide.
You turn them on.
You do it. That way you get electrocuted.
No, you do it.
Charlie! Oh, I love it.
Oh my god. It's so bright. Holy smokes.
So good.
Love it.
Good decisions were made. Okay, I'm gonna get to work on putting the little cover plates on.
Sure. You're making quick work of that.
Yeah?
So we have big plans to replace the front door deadbolt with one of these like automatic locks. However, the hole for the door is too small and we are just not in the mood after all this work today. We can do it another time.
Yeah, so we're putting the old one back on.
So, do we want to start setting up stuff? Like we can put...
Leave me alone. Leave my little inner tube alone.
much smoke. Okay, I'm gonna go get the artwork from the basement then. A few hours later and we decided to come down to the rec room and watch some TV. Well, that plan changed. I cannot believe you're doing this after everything we did today.
See, this is fun. I get to feel productive, but I don't get messy. But I tell you what, these kids are messy. Look at this.
Todd has decided to go into his virtual reality land. You'll never believe what he's doing in there.
I love this game. So basically, I run my own pressure washing company and I get hired to go and do jobs. Right now I'm cleaning a community playground.
Yeah. Because we didn't do enough painting and that type of work today. You're an interesting soul.
It's relaxing because I get to feel productive. I'm giving back to a community and I don't have to get wet.
He says it's therapeutic. He actually does this quite a bit. I'll never understand it, but good for you, I guess, if you enjoy it.
Well, some people like coloring books. I like virtual pressure washing, it turns out.
There really is something for everyone. The boys, though, they hate it whenever Todd plays virtual reality. This is what Eddie does. You're fine. I think he just thinks it's like sketchy, I think.
We should get a second headset and he can come in here. He can come to work with me.
Yeah. A little pressure washing family business. Well, I think this is just what we're gonna do for the rest of the night. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the front entrance looks like in the morning with all the natural light, so.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be so much like bigger and brighter.
Until then, we've got a playground to clean. See you in the morning. Good morning. We are just setting up for all of our friends to come over for a card game. So before it gets crazy busy in here, we wanted to show you the front entrance, the natural light.
Yeah, it's just so much bigger. It feels like 6 feet wider just from paint. So,
and like this is with no lights on, just the light bleeding in from the living room.
And it's overcast today. It's not even a sunny day, but we're gonna give you a quick tour because it blew my expectations out of the water. So over here we have a hook, which is perfect. It's got the boys' leashes, and we've got a towel for drying them off when they come in. We're able to store our keys, sunglasses, everything we need to go out the door. And we also have this perfect spot that says Homo Sweet Homo. That was a gift from my mom years ago. And then over here, we didn't get to the closet organizing it like I had hoped to, but we're gonna still celebrate the wins for today. We've got this amazing bench here, which was a really good find that Tyler got. And it fits a shoe rack like underneath it perfectly.
Yeah, it worked out really well. I originally got it for the foot of our bed. I found it at Winners. It's like $100. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I love the shape of it. It's so funky. Plus it's pretty soft. And then we got some artwork at Winners, and I just love the way that these turned out too. Like I think the cement with the wood and the white is just such a vibe.
Wayfair and Winners really came through on this one. Not sponsored at all, but that's where the clock is from too. Like, it's kind of unreal, the unique finds. I mean, you really have to dig for it. I went to
and
a
go
few.
all the time. Like, we go pretty much every time we're in the city. We stop in to take a look.
Yeah.
And then over here, we've got a perfect little spot for our vacuum and another plant. But this, I love this painting. So this is a painting that we received from one of our patrons, and I've never seen something so perfect capture the energy and personality of all three of them.
It's beautiful.
I love it.
It's acrylic, and it's my favorite painting, I think, ever.
And now we get to see it like when we walk in or when we go out. If we're walking to bed, we see it. It's just like such a central part, and we get to see it all the time. I love it.
But the best part?
Oh yeah, so we installed up lighting on all the beams. Alexa, turn on entry lights.
Okay.
I think it's so cool the way it warms the wood, like.
And then turn those lights on just so we can get the full effect.
Full fantasy.
Wow.
Definitely way brighter. Feels like there's more space to move around, you know, when a bunch of people are here taking their shoes on and off. It's not gonna be like you're tripping over people.
Yeah, and it was perfectly timed, like we said, with everyone coming over. It's a great thing, but we got a lot of food to make. We got a lot of things to do, so
let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Okay.
It has been a couple of days since we've picked up the camera. We've got some sad news, and Todd's not ready to talk about it just yet, but he asked me if I would be comfortable updating you all and kind of letting you know what's going on. Todd's grandfather unfortunately passed away, and as you probably know, we're really, really close with our family, and being there to support his mom and just our whole family in general in any way that we can is just hugely our priority right now. The service is happening on this coming Sunday, and his brother and his wife, thankfully, are able to make it back for that. So we're all gonna be able to spend time together, which is really the only thing that matters. But I also wanted to leave you with a little video. If you've been watching our channel for any amount of time, you know how hard of a worker Todd is. He is always just guns blazing, doing something, getting his hands dirty, and he comes by that so honestly. His family, they're some of the hardest workers I have ever met in my life, and his grandfather was no exception. The news did a really, really cool story about him, so I wanted to leave you with that.
All right, for all of you out there enjoying retirement or maybe thinking about retiring, we want you to meet one of Nova Scotia's hardest working guys.
Yeah, they aren't making people like Downey Thompson anymore. This week, he is marking his 75th year at Elmsdale Lumber Company.
You heard that right, 75 years. But that's just here. Before that, he worked with his father in the woods.
I worked 10 years old. I worked in the woods some with father.
When you were 10?
10, and then I came here. I was 15, come with this company.
Now, a lot has changed in forestry since Downey started. Back then, they used oxen and horses to pull the logs out. And there were no cranes to move the logs once they got them to the mill.
A pair of horses on a sled, and 2 men picked the logs up, one at each end, set them on, and that's how we got them into the mill.
Downey just might be the longest-serving employee in all of Canada. Downey's primary job these days, besides passing along his knowledge, signing the checks. Downey still owns several woodlots. I'm heading out to one of them that he's owned since the 1940s. Even back in the 40s, Downey would plant a new tree for every one he took out.
Just his mindset on forestry, I think he was, way ahead of his time.
There's nobody in the forest industry in Nova Scotia that doesn't know Downey Thompson. It's a thing.
It's been a running joke for all who know him that Downey has sap in his veins, not blood. Maybe that's his longevity secret.
Rest in peace, Pappy.